14th of January, and this is going to be, what are we on now? Week 14 and 15 of pregnancy vlog, which is crazy. As of today, recording this, I am 4 months pregnant, and that is really hard for me to believe how fast this pregnancy has flown. I found that it crawled with Ellie, and this is the total opposite this time around. I think maybe that's just because I have a toddler. So before I get into this vlog, there's a couple things I want to bring up. One, I'm watching Ellie on the video monitor because we are desperately trying for her to have a nap. If you have not watched my Ellie update, we have transferred her into a toddler bed, which is perfect and A1 at night. But during the day, it seems she has forgotten that she needs to take a nap, and she will spend her days cranky and exhausted and just downright miserable. If you could pay the toddler to have a nap, I would give her whatever she asked for, because I'm also really, really tired for some reason. What am I talking about? I'm growing a human. That's why. That all of a sudden has kicked in. It didn't in the first trimester so much, but it has. And anyway, the next thing I want to bring up is, once again, I am in my pajamas. And my big plan was to come on here when I'm wearing something other than my pajamas, but the truth is 95% of my week I don't get dressed. I'm not getting dressed unless I have somewhere to go. I'll just keep changing into some new pajamas, but yeah, that's how I spend my days, to be quite honest. So week 14 and 15 have been absolutely exhausting. It could be because of the nap time issue that we're having, and it could be the fact that I'm growing a human. But I don't remember being this tired with Ellie during this stage. I had a lot of exhaustion in the first trimester with her. For this pregnancy, I had a couple of days where I felt really, really tired, and then most of the other days I was up because I was throwing up or just had insomnia and couldn't sleep at all. I've also started a new medication, which is Zofran. I'm taking that every 12 hours and hoping that I'm going to start keeping food down. I've lost 25 pounds, and I've seemed to have plateaued there. I'm anywhere between 24 and 25 pounds. So I'm hoping that I'm going to start gaining some weight, because while I appreciate the weight loss because I'm a bigger girl, I really would like to start looking pregnant instead of just fat. Right now I just look like a fat lady. I really want to start looking pregnant. And looking back at old pictures with Ellie, I really popped out at 5 months with her. So I only have 4 more weeks left before I'm 5 months. And I would really, really like my baby bump. I was so confident with my baby bump, and well, I don't have one. I just have rolls. So, now, I remember with her pregnancy, I had really bad food aversions. Like, I hated the smell of everything. I just hated food, period. And especially any meats cooking or any sauces, like ketchup or barbecue sauces, any dipping sauces, I should say, that my husband used. I would either make him eat in another room or I would just go to bed. I don't have that this time around. The only thing that I don't really like is the smell of hamburger, and I hate the idea of, I don't even know if I can say it, because the whole idea it makes me really sick. Sweet and sour sauce. I don't know what it is about that, but I just feel really, really sick thinking about it. I don't have any food aversions this time around, probably because I'm so desperate for food and to keep something down. I had a really odd craving the other day. It was garlic fingers, which are really, really good to begin with, ketchup, which I don't eat, and Starburst candy, which I love, but they have 1,000,000 grams of sugar in them. So my husband came home on his lunch break the other day, bringing me garlic fingers, ketchup, and Starburst. That stayed down for about 10 minutes. Yeah, didn't last long. So, because of all this weight loss and because of all the not dehydration, all throwing up. My urine is starting to have some ketones in it, which is a sign of dehydration. And there's something else, I don't remember the big fancy word she used, but it's a sign of a potential bladder infection, which is super common in pregnant women. And I think I had that with Ellie, where it was constantly showing up in my urine, but they cultured it and never was a bladder infection, so I'm not really quite sure. I'm really worried this time around about the gestational diabetes test. Last pregnancy, I did it at 14 weeks and again at 28 weeks. They just wanted to doubly make sure that I wasn't having gestational diabetes, and I passed that with flying colors, but I think this time they're going to wait until 28 weeks like the typical everybody else when they do it. And I'm really worried about it this time around. I don't have like a suspicion or like a legitimate concern of why I would be gestational diabetes positive, but I think it's because I'm trying for a VBAC. I really want to have a VBAC, and I think I'll make a separate video on why it's so important to me. But I know that if I was positive for gestational diabetes or positive for preeclampsia, that would really hinder my chances of not having a C-section. It's not impossible, but the likelihood of having a C-section with those things working against me, my odds go up a little bit of having the C-section and not having a VBAC. So I guess that's why I'm worried about it this time around. We find out the gender in 2 weeks, so 2 weeks from today, and I've mentioned in 2 other videos that we are doing a live stream of the gender reveal when we come home. If that's something that you're interested in, the reason why we're doing it is mainly for out-of-town family and friends, but if that's something that you would like to participate in, let me know. Thumbs the video up or leave a comment below. Just let me know that's something you'd be interested in, and I can, I don't know, create like an event or something. I know a lot of people are really excited for us to find out the gender this time around. My suspicions are it's a boy. And to be honest, I really want another girl. It's not because I don't like boys or don't want a boy, but for the financial reasons, for us having everything that we could ever possibly have for a girl, like tons of clothes. She's really protesting up there, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. That's the only reason why. But I would love to have a boy. I don't have any issues with that. But my suspicion is that it's a boy, which is, it's fine. I promise it is. So, is there anything else that I can tell you about? Oh, movement. I'm feeling a ton of movement. Mostly every day now. Yeah, mostly every day. I was going to say not every day, but that's not true. Sometimes a couple times a day. It's not super frequent right now, and I've been successful with using my Doppler. I've only had to use it twice in the past 2 weeks, which is pretty good. My anxiety's been at bay completely, which is really good. And I found the baby on my left side, and I used to find Ellie on my right side. So now that I know where the baby's hiding out at, it's a lot easier. It takes me about 30 seconds, and I just listen to establish a heartbeat. So, looks like my little one is not going to have a nap, so I'm going to wrap this up, and I don't know what I can do to make her have a nap. I'm so tired. I did cut out caffeine before, but I'm drinking 1 cup now because I have to be realistic with myself. I need 1 cup of coffee to function through the day, so. Well, my child's banging on the door upstairs, so I'm going to let you go, and I'll talk to you in a couple weeks. Bye!